Hello, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Had to think for a second what day it is. The week is kind of flying by, but we've got a lot to talk about. We have been talking the last several days, really since late last week, about a more active weather pattern for this week. And we saw one clipper move through yesterday. Now, that was a very weak one, brought a few light rain showers. And now the next two going to be transitioning us into some colder weather, and with that the potential for some wintry mix and some areas of snow. We're also, because of the colder air, that cold surge of air on Friday, giving you that first alert to Friday, because temperatures are going to be about 20 degrees cooler from Thursday afternoon to Friday afternoon. So a little bit of a shock to the system. And then we are tracking that first snow Friday night and into Saturday. So let's jump right into it. Clipper number one, technically number two for the week, but the next one we're tracking Thursday into Friday morning, going to bring some areas of rain. Other areas going to see some wintry mix. Clipper number two comes late Friday night through Saturday. Some will see some wintry mix, others will see some light snow, and we're still watching that potential for some accumulation. We'll talk about it in a second, but models coming into a little bit more agreement in that track. And temperatures for all. Regardless of whether you see snow or not, we're going to be seeing that cool push of air behind the first clipper. So Thursday night into Friday, once that moves through, we'll see temperatures dropping. So even if you don't see snow, you're still going to be feeling the chill in the air. Let's get right to the latest on the forecast models with the new data coming in this afternoon. So Thursday morning, we start out quiet, expecting some cloudy conditions, and it will be a bit breezy as well. Now, by the mid-afternoon hours of Thursday, we are watching for a few light showers north. Temperatures this time of day will still be in the 40s to maybe near 50, but that's not cold enough for snow. So Thursday afternoon, we're still watching that potential for some rain showers. But late Thursday night into Friday morning, could see some of that change over to some wintry weather in the northern valley. The blue indicating snow, the pink some wintry mix, and then a bit warmer, closer to freezing, if not a couple of degrees above. Expecting some rain for parts of the southern Red River Valley. This is clipper number one. That moves out by about mid-morning, early afternoon, Friday at the latest. And then we see just fairly cloudy but quiet conditions for the rest of Friday. Then we're on to clipper number two. This is by Saturday morning. You can see the timestamp up in the corner here, 5:50, so approaching 6 o'clock. And take the timing with a grain of salt. Down to the hours, a little specific, but early Saturday morning, expecting that clipper to bring some areas of snow north and east into parts of southeastern North Dakota, back up into Montana, and where it's warmer to the south and west, still expecting some areas of rain. And of course, there'll be a transition zone as well, but where exactly that sets up, still a little too soon to tell because the track's still wobbling just a little bit. By the mid-afternoon hours of Saturday, expecting most of that snow to be moving on out. Here it is on Sunday morning now. Most areas seeing some clearing conditions aside from northern Minnesota. You see a parting shot of some snow for a few Minnesota folks on Sunday afternoon. So it's still too early to put numbers on this snowfall contour map here, but just giving you an idea of where potential accumulating snow is looking more or less likely. We haven't been expecting much snow in the Central Valley into parts of Lakes Country, so that has not changed. We've been forecasting maybe a dusting, but anticipating more of that accumulation potential on the North Dakota side. And this is the European model that I've been showing with this particular graphic here. And not a lot has changed from the morning forecast run that meteorologist Lisa Green had on Valley News Now this morning around 10:30. Still forecasting the light snowfall accumulation in central North Dakota and maybe parts of southeastern North Dakota. It's shifted this maybe 50 miles to the west. Hard to tell exactly without having that model run right up beside me. And then a dusting on the Minnesota side for Sunday. So looking at the two models side by side here, and I'll take this one full screen so I'm not standing in the way of it. The American model, the GFS, still not changed much either. So you can see that there's more agreement in central and maybe east central North Dakota for some accumulating snow. Now the European does push a little bit more of that into the Sisseton Hills as well. The European has a dot or two. That's specifics here. We're not going to get quite that specific, but neither model really highlighting much in the Central Valley. So again, that really has not changed. And the American model, you can see Sunday snowfall, pretty light, has a little bit more into Lakes Country from the European model. But overall, coming into better agreement, which is nice. We're still a handful of days away. This could still shift a little bit of a wobble. So we're not getting, county by county specific. But as we started telling you yesterday, or maybe it was the day prior, maybe Monday afternoon, again, things are fuzzy in my head too. The track has been favoring the North Dakota side of things and potentially into parts of the southern Red River Valley. Now let's talk about temperatures, because we're not only tracking the potential for some wintry weather. Tomorrow morning, not bad. Low to mid 30s north and east, upper 30s to low 40s south and west because of cloud cover and because of some gusty conditions. We'll see a windy day setting up for tomorrow, but with that southerly flow, temperatures warming above average for tomorrow afternoon. This is 3 o'clock on your Thursday. More clouds than sun, but temperatures warming up into the 40s and low 50s with the warmest weather expected in the southern valley. 52, Fargo, Oaks, overall not a bad day. Friday afternoon, we'll see temperatures falling from what we see in the morning. And I think I got my graphics switched up here. Yeah, we'll start with this one here. Friday morning, expecting upper 20s to low 30s north, 36 in Fargo at the 7 a.m. hour, 36 in Wahpeton, 40 in Sisseton, with some strong northerly winds. Now we'll go back and go to Friday afternoon, because you see here, these temperatures are colder than what we're expecting in the morning. 24 at 4 o'clock in Langdon, 28 in Roseau, 33 Fargo by 4 o'clock, still some upper 30s south, and still some gusty north wind. So from Friday morning to Friday afternoon, temperatures are expected to either stay steady or drop a couple of degrees. Saturday afternoon, still going to be on the cool side, some 20s and 30s, and still hanging on to some northerly wind too. So that cool air mass is going to stick around for a couple of days. So I want to walk through this here. This is kind of timing out and showing you this cold air surge that's expected. Friday morning, you can see that thick white line. This is the freezing line, 32 degrees. Friday morning, expecting below freezing north, above freezing south, which we just showed you. And then throughout the afternoon, that drops to the south. So falling temperatures throughout the day on your Friday. That freezing mark pushes even further south by Saturday morning. So all of us likely in the 20s, perhaps a couple of teens Saturday morning, and we pretty much stay below freezing, maybe near freezing Saturday afternoon. Sunday morning, more purple shading fills in. That indicates temperatures in the teens and 20s. Sunday afternoon, warming up a degree or two, so a couple degrees, maybe closer to freezing, but still expecting some chilly conditions. Then Sunday night, we clear out. Winds go lighter after a few gusty days. So Monday morning is expected to be the coldest morning air temperature-wise. 18 is our forecast in Fargo. But Sunday morning, 20 degrees, but it's going to be breezy. So with the cold air temperatures and the wind, Some places could see wind chill values Sunday morning in the single digits. So that'll be interesting if waking up on your weekend morning. Overall, though, once we get past Monday, that cold air mass moves out. It's replaced by more moderate air mass just in time for Veterans Day on Tuesday. So if you have any outdoor ceremonies you're planning to attend for Veterans Day, shaping up a little better, but it will be windy on Veterans Day. So keeping that in mind, 48. And we do have another low 50 in the forecast for next Friday. So we got to get through a couple of colder days, a couple of windy days, a couple of, for some of us, snowy days. But accumulation is expected to be light. It's not going to stick around. Temperatures will, again, by Monday afternoon, warm above freezing. So not expecting a huge storm, not expecting anything crazy. But the first accumulation of the season, always something to talk about. And it's fun from a forecasting perspective to talk about. Maybe not so fun to experience it and have to drive through it and all that fun stuff that comes with winter. But here's one more look at your extended forecast. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and don't forget to join us on Valley News Live at 5 o'clock this afternoon because it's Wednesday. It is Weather Kid Day.